Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I was completely ready like 15 minutes ago, and I just realized at 11:59, 12 o'clock that I forgot to turn on my microphone and my streaming software. So sorry about that. Otherwise, I would have gotten started about a minute ago. So welcome to the stream, guys. This is a little different. My schedule's kind of weird this week. I uh, I had time in the early afternoon today to do stuff, but I won't tomorrow. I actually got to work the Xbox launch this morning at the Best Buy store I work at. So if any of you guys out there have any of the new Xbox Series consoles, I hope you're enjoying them. Outside of that, I'm going to kind of run down and we'll get started here. So I didn't have a whole lot of new stuff for us to dive into this week for the stream. I've got Outbreak: The Nightmare Chronicles that did release on the Switch recently, and then I wanted to pop into Infernium. It's been a while since I played it, and I remember really enjoying it. But next week's stream should be exciting, and there are a couple different ideas I did because one thought I had for this week's stream was the Xbox Series just launched today, actually. So I thought about, well, maybe I could do a stream doing Halo games for my GPD Win Max. So I might do that a little bit next week, but we've also got Kingdom Hearts and Need for Speed that I'll be able to show you guys next week. So I'm going to test around my streaming software to see if it would be okay if I like swapped between my Switch and my computer mid-stream without exploding or anything. So next week I might show you guys a little bit of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and then dive into Halo 4, which is coming to the PC version of the Master Chief Collection on the 17th, which is a week from today. But we will have to see how that goes. Let's see, GTX Super Benchmarks. Well, because of you, I've gotten Breath of the Wild, and it is an amazing game. That it is. It is a lot of fun to play. But anyways, I'm not going to go too much into this intro stuff. I just wanted to say, hey, I've only got one game for us to check out that's really new today. Next week, we should have some nice stuff as well. Next week will probably be Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and possibly Halo 4 on the GPD Win Max, assuming I can swap back and forth between the Switch and PC without crashing the streaming software. But for this week, we've got Outbreak: The Nightmare Chronicles, so I'm going to go ahead and start booting that up. And Outbreak it's an interesting series. So a few weeks ago, I think, it might have been more than that, Outbreak Epidemic, the newest of the series, came out, and I wasn't really feeling it. The Outbreak series, after I did a little research, seems to be games that are inspired from different parts of the history of horror and scary games. Epidemic had a gameplay style that was kind of reminiscent of the over-the-shoulder Resident Evil games, like 4, 5, 6, Revelations 2, that sort of thing. But just the way the game played, the questionable control scheme, and how they presented the story, I really just wasn't feeling it. I mean, no offense to the developers, but I didn't really like it that much. This game we're about to dive into was an earlier game of the Outbreak series. It is inspired, from what I saw of the gameplay, from the original Resident Evil games. The fixed camera angle, the type games from the PS1 and PS2 era. Or at least PS2 pre-4 era. So we're going to dive into that for a little bit. Check out what kind of game it is. Hopefully it clicks with me a little better than Epidemic did. Alright, so we got a little intro scene here. Lydia's desperate escape took her on an odyssey as she fought her way out of the city with the help of a few remaining survivors. So this is supposed to take place in a world where a zombie apocalypse is happening. In the foothills, they found an old asylum, and beneath it a bunker. Her, along with her buddies, activated the self-destruct protocol. It wouldn't stop the outbreak. I think this might be a summary of the ending of the first Outbreak game. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't played that much of the series. Let's see. As they emerged from the bunker, explosions ringing around them, they found themselves back in the same horrible situation. Monstrosities everywhere. Okay. When Lydia regained consciousness, the rest were gone. One thing was she had to keep moving, and she found a manor. Oh yeah, this is stuck in a giant mansion, which is very, very much inspired from Resident Evil 1. Final hours of her life, she's going to die here alone. Okay, here we go. From the developer, welcome to Outbreak. Thank you for purchasing and playing Outbreak: The Nightmare Chronicles. This game was created by a solo indie developer, and your support is appreciated. Okay, so this is basically just saying, hey, here's where you can give us feedback. Oh, okay. Alright. This is kind of like, if this is what I think it is, it's kind of like the remake of Resident Evil 1. So you got classic tank controls where you actually can only move forward by pressing up on the D-pad, and the left and right buttons would just turn your character in different directions. We're going to go with modern, because if it's like the remake ones, we're going to want to go with modern. So let's go with... Okay, modern. Save. So let's go into options real quick just to see what we have to work with here. Not much. Let's take a look at the controls. Alright, auto aim is ZL. Attack is ZR. Manual aim is L. Reload is R. So it's not exactly like RE1 was. So let's see. ZL and ZR are the aiming. R is reload. That's a bit odd, but I'll take it. Alright, let's go ahead and go back. And if my talking sounds weird in the stream, I've been having some issues lately with just talking in general. Not really sure why, but there are just I've been slurring words a lot, and any word that like ends in like a DS or TS, I don't know, it's weird. Oh, select difficulty. Let's see what we can do. Normal, hard, biohazard, and nightmare. Normal. Face a reasonable apocalypse. Stronger foes, fewer supplies. You have no hope for survival. Prepare to die. Okay, we'll just keep it on normal. We'll just keep it on normal. Alright, so let's select Chapter 1 and dive into this game. But anyways, yeah, I'm just having issues with talking lately. I'm working through it, so hopefully I won't have to do too much extra heavy editing for audio in the future, but I've just been having it's just a weird little change the past few weeks. Alright, so let's get into the game itself. See, the wind was howling, but the rain finally ceased. Lydia surveyed the quiet rooms. There was no chance of leaving back through the window. The other survivors were on their own. Before her, she saw beds and a storage trunk. There were a few things she might be able to use strewn around as well. Okay. Oh, more story. She knew she wasn't safe, though. The building looked huge from the outside, and she could already hear the moans of zombies through the walls. They were still unaware of her presence, though. She had this opportunity to collect herself and prepare for the conflict in the next room. There was also a bigger question. Whose manor was this? Okay, she's wondering about where she was and what was going on there. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, more story. Bandaged up to her wounds as best as she could. Drunk didn't have much either. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Here in a minute. when it loads. Maybe when it loads. There we go. Okay, so this is... Oof. Yeah, this is definitely inspired from the original Resident Evil games, alright. Alright, let's... Though this room probably didn't need that many camera angles. Okay, let's see. Okay, A brings up my stuff. How do I interact with stuff? Okay, so I hit B to interact with stuff. Well, actually, I'm actually using a PS5 controller right now with that 8-bit do adapter, so X, I guess. Basic painkillers that aren't particularly effective on their own. Yes, I'd like to pick up painkillers. Oh, okay, that's weird. So you have to press the B button to interact with an object, but you still have to hit the A button when you want to take it with you. Pick up the handgun? Yes, you picked up the handgun. Let's go ahead and see if I can't equip the handgun. There we go. And the handgun has a flashlight. That's a neat little effect. Alright, anything over here? No. Let's go to the... Oof. A floppy disk. Okay, what's the floppy disk for? I'm not going to take the knife. Okay, what's the floppy disk for? An antique storage medium for... You can save your progress by using this at the terminal. So, ink ribbons. Okay. There's a book here. Alright, so we got some story bits here. I can hear them outside. There's howls coming from the door, from the windows, from the floors. They sent me in here to rest. Said I was sick, that I was imagining things. No. Hit the wrong button. And I know the truth. Those beasts were real. Those deformed humans, dripping blood, gnashing teeth. Okay, so he's describing zombies here. Hold on. We've also got some clues in on what we might have to do here. Let's see. I managed to find a way to lock the door outside of the bedroom, but it won't hold. I'm safe and no one... Okay, so we got a code of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've probably got like a safe or a lock somewhere. If he said I'm safe twice, so I'm assuming there's an actual safe somewhere, and that's probably what this is referring to. And oof, it's gonna take me a... Oh, okay, it's for the lock on the door, so we have to put it into it. Leave the room. You release the lock. Okay. So these controls are definitely not the best either, because interacting with anything, including doors, is the B button. Okay, they don't take our security seriously at any of our facilities. Chemicals and equipment we are storing and using here are expensive. Let's keep going through this. Having the maintenance staff start locking down. This shouldn't be... What if one of these specimens gets access to this equipment? The code just follows a pattern. Okay, I'm taking a screenshot of that. Probably need that for something. I could save my progress with a floppy disk. I have a floppy disk. Oh, with threats in the room. Okay, look at the size of that floppy disk. Is that floppy disk? Yes, it is. That is one of the original floppy disks. I'm talking about the big ones, not the 3.5. Okay, that was pretty beefy for a zombie, especially on normal difficulty. Alright, let's walk up and get this. Let's see, we've got... Picked up handgun bullets. Okay. That was like 5 or 6 shots for a zombie. On the lowest difficulty of Resident Evil 1, that was like... Save my progress. Okay, so it looks like you have to go into your inventory and manually select the floppy disk to be able to use it at a terminal. Oh boy. And it looks like you only get one save file. Alright. Well... Can I interact with this? Oh, there's something writing in the blood? Okay. Oh, they did say this was a small indie team thing. It's locked. The door has a golden lock on it. Which means we need a golden key, probably. Okay. Well, I'm starting to get used to the controls now, so that's good. Okay, now I have to go out of here. We need to decipher this code real quick. Okay, I'm going to delete this screenshot right here, and we're going to decipher this code. So, A1, B4, C2, D5. So that would be ADA would be 151. ECB would be... Let's see, CB would be 24. We just have to figure out what the other one is. So what's the pattern here? Looks like it's up 3, down 2, up 3, down 2. So the E should be a 3. So that means the... Hold on, I'm going to go back over here. No, I think I was in the right spot. Okay, so that means the code should be 151324. Ah, there we go. It worked. So I can definitely tell that they were inspired from the original Resident Evil game. But it definitely looks it's not as robust as that original game, because there were a few things that have some extra steps here. Let's see, an ornate golden key. Okay, so this is for the hallway room that we were right out of. Is there nothing else in this room? So we got handgun bullets. I hope this place opens up more later in the game. Oof. Okay. We're gonna have to go back and drop some stuff off in our storage box. But yeah, this seems like super basic so far. Where you just, like... You walk in a... Whoa! Okay. Okay. Alright. So, enemies can spawn into rooms after you've already cleared them. But we're going to come back in here because we got to drop some stuff off in this. Drop painkillers off right here. And let's drop the other painkillers off as well. But anyways, like I was saying, this seems very basic so far. So, we've got a hallway. And we got two doors here. One leads to a room that has nothing but ammo and the key to this door over here. And we have to go into our inventory and manually use the key. So I'm hoping that there's like a hub that we eventually get. Because, look, in Resident Evil 1, you had that little hub area where... Sure, I'll take that. Where you had this kind of mansion area where... I better search this hallway. I'm going to need supplies. Okay. Okay, and we got a big boy over there. Lock is jammed. I'll need some tools. Okay, here we go. I'm hoping that this is really the game opening up here. Okay, let's go ahead and reload there so he doesn't get too close. Okay. So every enemy is taking a good 5 to 6 shots apiece. That means I have enough ammo right now for probably about 5 more enemies. I hear another one down there. Wonder if that's the same one I just downed earlier. Because the games seem very... Nope, it's different. Whoa! Hold on. That'd actually be a good way to, never mind. It's not going to let me get close enough again. Like, gauge the, graphics. Actually, let's go into options real quick. Brightness is all the way up. Hold on. No. I just wanted to go into brightness. I didn't want to go into that other thing. Okay. I want tool with brightness get a good, like... That's weird. Okay. I guess we'll just go on into the next room then. Four, five. Oh, this is not gonna end well for me. Come on, guys. And I only have 10 shots left. I'm gonna run out of ammo soon. Shotgun shells, okay. Oh, I don't have much use for that without a shotgun. So, let's in here. Whoops. My bad. Sorry about that timer noise you just heard. What was that? Handgun bullets. Good. Okay, let's take a look at this other area because we still don't have really that much we're looking at here. Got another floppy disk. I'm not taking that floppy disk because I've already got one in my inventory. I want to leave one slot open. Whoa. Okay. All right. That was a little different. All right, we're gonna. There we go. I'll take that for screenshot's sake, because if I review this, I'll need good close shots for presentation. All right. Let's get rid of these guys. And what is with the glowing thing on her? Okay, I'm at caution, so let's go ahead and use the painkillers. Warning. Warning! Okay. I guess warning is better than caution? Yeah? Okay, so warning is better than caution. For some reason. Alright, I think this was the entrance, so we need to go down here and through this door. How much ammo do I have? Oof. I'm just gonna pick my target over here. Handgun bullets. Alright, so far this game seems alright. Upper floor and lockdown. But it seems very basic. Because, like, the only notes I found so far all have codes to stuff, and there's not really I haven't seen a whole lot of exploration opportunities so far. This... Okay, there's another floppy disk in there. It looks like that's all this room is. Just a note. This feels very linear. Because you can't go around that way. Can I go off here? No? No, I can't. How much have I got? 4? That's not very much. I'm just gonna see if I can run past this guy. Yeah, I can just run past this guy. Oh, that's probably for this note that we just had. 3851. Or maybe it's not. Excuse me. So, I know I've only been playing it for like 30 some minutes. Is this a hub area? Not really. And there's another code. Let's see if that goes to this thing up here. So yeah, this is the only thing I've been saying about it. It's basic. Literally every note I've found has a code to some door. 987321. Let's see if that's what this is. Yep. Alright, let's go in. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being basic, I guess, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's grab the shotgun. How many spaces? It only uses 1 space. That's good. Let's go ahead and maneuver over here. No. This is how you enter. Yeah, right. I have to manually go out and use the floppy disk. Okay. Let's go ahead and equip the... Alright, so this was alright, I guess. I think I need some more time before I really get used to the game. But it seems alright. It seems... I'm enjoying it more than I enjoyed Epidemic. But, I think I'm ready to move on to something else, at least for the moment. I'll probably come back to this tomorrow. Because honestly, I really wanted to play Infernium. So, those of you that are still watching, let's dive into Infernium. Now, I'm not really saying that Outbreak is bad, because I'm just kind of like closing it and moving on to something else. It's okay so far. It just seems very, very basic. I want to think about this for a little while before I actually dive into it. And honestly, I'm not, like, super feeling it right now. I'm thinking, well, if I wanted to dive into a game like this, I'd probably just dive into RE1. But, you know, I'm gonna go back to it probably tonight or tomorrow. But anyways, this game. When did I review this game? Infernium. I reviewed this 2 years ago. Mute that. April 9th, 2018. 2.5 years ago. Wow. But anyways, this is a first-person horror puzzler game, and I'm just gonna kind of go around here, and if anybody wants to ask questions or anything, because I know we don't really have a whole lot of people on the stream right now. But If anybody wants to ask questions or talk about anything going on in the world, or if you guys are playing Xbox, want to talk about that, that's cool. But yeah, we're gonna dive into this a little bit because I really like Infernium. So, whoa, no, I don't want to start a new game. Oh, okay, there we go. So one thing I really like about the game is they added accessibility settings. So that if you don't want permadeath, because in Infernium you have a limited number of lives before the whole game ends, and you are kind of stuck, not able to get the ending. So if you make too many mistakes, and it's very easy to make mistakes, then it's just boom, you're done. So here's what all you can do. They're like cheats. PC had this when the Switch version launched, and the Switch version did not get these options until later. So I can make enemies slower to make the puzzle aspect a little better. Because as the top of the screen says, Infernium is designed to be a challenging and brutal experience. Because enemies can one-shot you. All enemies can one-shot you. Also, you can add more tutorials so that they can explain things a little better. Or you can completely turn enemies off and just explore it. We're not going to do that. I've done that, and I'll explain why later. I'll explain why as we dive into it. We're probably not going to get through the entire game, but I'm going to guide through a good bit of it if you guys enjoy it. So basically, with accessibility, we're making enemies a little bit slower to make the puzzles a little more time-friendly. We're not doing permadeath, and we're putting on more tutorials so that it'll explain things a little more. So let's go ahead and start the game. Yes, I'm sure I want to start a new game. Yeah, I actually did start a new game yesterday and played a little bit before I went to work. All right. So we're going to start this. Infernium is one of those horror games where basically you start and nothing is explained to you. You have to find the lore and figure things out as you go. Now, I mean, when I say nothing is explained to you, I don't mean the gameplay. I mean, like, the story. Alright, so we start here. You are this person who just appears in this place. And all of those little, kind of, this thing right here. It's a tutorial. This is basically saying, hey, you can't go here yet. You need the long dash. And you find all these little orbs of light that you can collect and use. So go up to it, and I'll just absorb that into my fingers. Or the main character's fingers. And this is our starting point. This is where we spawned into this world. And here's how you dash. Dash it's not really a dash. It's a teleport. So we can project our light over here. And as long as this is not red, we can teleport over here. And this is a really big exploration game. I really enjoyed this game with the exploration, and just how it works into all of the lore. Because the story of this game is really interesting. But it's something that you have to actually find as you go along. So we're going to go back to the main area. We're going to walk around for a little bit and just check the game out for a bit. There should be a path there. Here we go. Here's a little path so we can collect some more light. Get more light. And here's a place we cannot go to yet. This is blocked off. It won't let me interact with it. So, if I recall, we actually accessed this room from someplace later on. And we come back here with the long dash so we can access all of this over here. For the moment, let's go over here. We'll dash over here. And we'll go forward. interact with this. And we'll come in here. I was hoping that would light this place up a little bit. But no. Alright, and this we'll go on our lift here and get to the next area where we should meet our first enemy. Alright, so we can't go up there yet. That's a shut door. So let's pop over here. And what we got down here? This right here is part of the story. If you take a look, this is like a little scuba mask, water boots and gloves, and oxygen tanks. This is actually part of the game's story. And if I recall, we should be able to get our first little bit of lore. Oh, right here. I forgot there was lore right here. Alright, so this is how you find the game's story. You find these little areas over here, and let me... No, I'm not going to go into the menu. I'm not going to go into the menu. Let's see. Can I raise the... No. There we go. I'm going to raise the gamma level so we can read this. Does it stay that way, or... Oh, no, it doesn't. This is a photo mode type thing. Okay, so we're going to do this for all of this lore reading. So, okay, I confess I didn't have the courage to do this alone. That is why I brought them into this, but guess what happened? That was 4 months ago, and we are still here. So you want to go there and come back. And they're talking about going somewhere, which I'll explain a little bit more of a bit later. Because that one's not very good at actually giving you lore. And this is also our first puzzle area. Do you see that guy over there? That's our first enemy. So, all enemies in the game will chase you. If they touch you, you're dead. Instant death. You go down to a little area where you have to teleport back into the world and try again. So this is kind of like a stealth puzzle game. So because we've got this area right here where you have this path around, the idea is to get his attention, to get him away from that door you have to go through. You have to lead him back here, give him the runaround, and get through that door before he catches back up to you. So we'll actually show you what it's like. Alright, now he's following me. I have to make sure he follows me on the path on the right. Oh yeah, so this is actually a lot slower than he was in the normal mode. I thought it was just a little bit slower, but it's actually significantly slower. So I might actually be able to grab this ball of light here and get through the door before he catches up to me. And if I can't, I am going to die in this animation, and you will see us respawn. Okay. Hurry up. Grab this. Oh, sweet. When you have the enemy's normal speed on, you absolutely do not have enough time to do that. Okay, so that's basically what this game is like. It's like a puzzle stealth game, but also a first-person horror game. There are tons of areas where you have little puzzles that you have to solve, and sometimes the puzzles are a little stressful because you have to lead enemies away and be very timely about it. So here's where we can go next. We're not going there now. We're going up here. Because once we get to the main hub of the game, it's actually a pretty open-ended experience where you can just move around wherever you want. So we're going to come up over here. Oh, and this is an extra tutorial right here. This is not normally there when you're playing the game. To this tutorial. Shortcuts. Infernium is filled with shortcuts. Dash through the window and then to the other castle to unlock your first shortcut. This is kind of like classic Resident Evil style of shortcut where you open up a door that was locked in an area earlier. So, let's see here. This lore we cannot read. It's just some weird other language. I don't think we're supposed to come down here. Because this is the room that we were at before, I think. Where we just encountered that enemy. So let's go over here, maybe? No, this is the way we came up. This is absolutely the way we came up. I know there's another path we can take. We'll go ahead and jump down there and see if that's where the shortcut is. Oh, wait, no. Here's where the shortcut is. We actually teleport through here over to this little broken bridge. And then we can grab this. We can actually look at this, because this is actually a really cool game as far as aesthetics go. There's just a lot of areas that just look really pretty. Kind of like in a weird, hellish type of way, but still look really interesting. So now we can teleport over here. Yep. We can teleport over here. Just look around this place. I always thought this game looked good. Hold on. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing anything. We'll use this to open up this door. Oh, here's the lore one I wanted to show you guys. So let me grab these balls of light first. And then we'll get into that. There we go. Yes, the first time. This is not even the half of it. Indeed, when you eat the mushrooms in total darkness, you arrive on that plane. What's worse was that we could see and even touch each other. This place is real. We are sure it doesn't exist in the same way that the Earth exists, but it exists. It is not a hallucination. When we arrived to that plane, we immediately checked our scuba diving computers, hence the scuba gear that we found a little bit earlier. According to the computer, we were 17 meters below sea level. Obviously, we were not under the sea. Basically, the atmospheric pressure in that place is higher than Earth's atmospheric pressure. I don't want to worry you about the technical stuff, but I just want to tell you that breathing regular air under that pressure, you could be under for around 50 minutes. So, basically, here's what the story is. This is a place that some people came to after eating mushrooms and trying to get high, I guess, in a certain place. And they found this realm. Or at least that's what that this note right here is trying to explain to you. And that's how this is kind of how the story progressively explains itself to you. But anyways, this is the locked door from earlier. If you recall, we came up this elevator earlier. That door was locked. So, let's come back down here. Let's go find our buddy. Lead him back out here again. Hi, buddy. Now, the first time I played through this game, I did slow enemies was not a thing. So this is... I am extremely grateful for this. Some of the later parts of the game. Oof. Alright, he's following me this way. So let's go this way. And no, there is not really any way to run. You have this one walking speed, and that's pretty much it. So let's hurry up and get this door open for our red-robed monster catches up with us. Alright, so now we can move on to the next area. But I wanted to go on that little side track just to show you guys how the story tells itself. Honestly, maybe I should have just made this whole stream about Infernium. But it's not a big deal. I wanted to show at least a little bit of Outbreak because it's a new game. Alright, we got this invisible ghost dog here. This is another part of the puzzle elements. Oh, and I'm sorry. I'll try to move my mic a little bit so that you guys can hear me a little better. So this is another puzzle aspect of the game, where you have to be able to get through that door. And obviously you can't, if I get too close to this guy, I'm gonna die. So I gotta go around and find something to use to get rid of this doggo. And it is upstairs. It is 100% upstairs right over here. And this is also going to introduce some more of the stealth elements. See that guy over there? He's like the red-robed guys, but he is a little bit faster, I think. So this is an easy stealth area because we can go right over here. Pull this lever. And apparently he doesn't hear all of this going on. Then again, the type of entity these things are isn't really explained that well, so they may not have a sense of hearing at all. But we're just going to go right back down here. He saw nothing. And as you will see in just a moment, doggo is gone. Is he dead? I don't know. But we can collect all of this light right here and see what we can do to move forward a little bit. And I do believe we're almost to the game's central hub area, because this is essentially like a Metroidvania game. Well, Metroidvania is what I used in the review 2 years ago. That might not be the right word. This is an optional area, I think, where we can go down and there are some enemies down here. There's also some puzzle stuff. Stop timer. Sorry about that. Just trying to carefully look around, make sure no enemies are nearby. I don't remember where all of the enemies were in this game. I know there's one up there protecting that orb of light. Where's he at? There he is. Yeah, so basically if we were to walk up towards that orb of light, he would see us and immediately start chasing us. Let's come back to this a little bit later. I'll go ahead and teleport right here. Teleport over here, and we're going to just kind of leave the area and go forward. Because I don't want to try to set up that real tricky giving him the runaround stuff. At least not yet. I want to show you more of the game, especially the outside areas, because the outside areas are just really pretty in this game. I mean, it's a hellish landscape, but it just has a really nice look to it. So I think I can get up to that orb of light over there. If I teleport over here, I can teleport up here. Alright, now I can grab this stuff, and I see some more people are in the stream now, so welcome to the stream, guys. I know we didn't have too big of a turnaround when it started. I was playing Outbreak the Nightmare Chronicles a little bit earlier. It seemed okay, and yeah, you can take that with what you will. It was a kind of spin-off of Resident Evil 1. Well, spin-off's not the right word. It was an indie game that was inspired by it. There were some things that were a little different, some extra steps here and there. It seemed all right. I'm going to go back to it in a little bit later. Here's another bit of lore for us. Alright, this one is, look, I don't want to overwhelm you with information. For now, we at least know that the place has a function. At the moment, we think the place is related to hell. That is our theory. Right now, we call it Infernium. So that's basically why the game is called Infernium. The place that you explore is a realm or plane called Infernium. That's why we don't want two people. Okay, I think what they're trying to say here is that's why we don't want people to know more until we dive deeper. So basically these people found this realm by consuming mushrooms and getting high, and they're trying to explore and figure out what's going on with the realm itself. So let's go forward now. Is this the right way? Yeah, because I came out of here. So let's keep going forward. And we'll see what else we find in this. Now, when I first had this happen right here, when I played the original game, or when I originally played the game, I thought I died. I 100% thought, oh, I'm dead. I just died. But no. I got teleported to someplace else. Well, actually, no. I don't think I got teleported to someplace else. I think I'm in the right area. I think that was just that might have been the loading screen to the next area. It's been 2 years since I played this game. Well, except yesterday when I played it for a little bit. Oh, and here's another extra tutorial. Maps. These maps were left by previous visitors of Infernium, probably the people we see writing down all of this lore in notes. If you take a bit of time to read, you can learn about enemy placement, checkpoint locations, if you want to learn more about who left the maps, and search for written text on walls. So, these are maps. So, if you look closely here, that place right in the middle, like right there in the middle, that looks like that area we were at from before, that had the orb of light guarded by that red-robed enemy. Let's see, got Edge Fortress, Memorandum. Here's more oxygen tanks from the scuba gear, and here's some more. This is describing much later areas in the game. So it's kind of a neat thing. And we got another tutorial that's oh yeah. These are the checkpoint areas. So if you recall, we had one of these, you know, whatever you want to call that thing, at the very beginning of the game. They're spawn points, right? Fire cairn. This is a fire cairn. Interact with it to set it on fire. You will respawn here the next time you die. Then we interact with it, and it is our new respawn point. There we go. This area we're looking at here is the central hub of the game. So let's jump down there and get some more lore. Alright. Here, what if the existence of hell gets scientifically certified? How would society react? I'm not talking about the Christian version of hell, but a place where humans are made to wander and suffer for a reason. That is what we believe this place is, and that's why we don't want to explain anything to society yet, not until we investigate more. Dennis didn't die for nothing, hinting that one of these people who were investigating the area ended up dying while they were here. And here we have an interactable thing. If you recall, there's an area by the starting point of the game that looked like this, but we didn't have access to it. So we interact with this here and expend some of the light we've collected in our hands to open the door. And now we are here at the central hub area of Infernium. And if you notice, the little line on our finger got a lot shorter. And no, we're not going down there yet. And now we are full up on that. Alright, here we go. Light Pit. Here you can see your remaining lives. You can gain lives back by interacting with it. You will need one full harvesting finger to interact with it. And here is where we get to the main point of the game. Stairway to Heaven. The final challenge of Infernium awaits at the top. To unlock this barrier, you will need a full harvesting finger. But to unlock the last one, you will need 5. Explore the world to get them and then come back to unlock the stairway. So we have a full finger now, so we can unlock this. And we can actually start ascending just to kind of show you. Oh, and here's some more lore. It was something she said that made me think. She said the last thing I needed was to work under pressure and that they already know how much effort it took to get me to work with them. Talking about this, I think this is talking about the group. And I'm going to put my phone on vibrate so you guys don't hear that notification again. I think this is talking about the group of people that wrote all of these notes. After the discussion, the work followed, but we were not the same. You could cut the tension with the knife. And we'll move up a little bit farther. Grab this light right here. And here's some more lore. At first, I didn't find the commentary very important, but over the weeks, something kept bugging me. How much effort it took to get me to work with them. It didn't fit. I was the one who offered to work with them, then everything clicked in my head. And here's some more. I have been manipulated. And I don't have enough to unlock this because you need 2 harvest fingers to open up this, so that's all we can really do on the Stairway to Heaven. But this is where you're supposed to go at the very end of the game. This is a hub with a bunch of different directions that you can go in. The idea is that you collect all of this light across the game and use it to slowly, and here's some more lore here, but the point is to slowly unravel the mystery and gather enough light to be able to move forward. Here's another tutorial. Harvesting light. This is a small light. You will store its light in your finger. When you die, you will lose all light stored. If you try to store light in your finger and it is already full, you will lose the extra light. So basically what I did earlier in the game is I wasted a bunch of that. When my finger got filled up, I should have just stopped gathering it, but it is what it is. I ended up failing my first playthrough because of that. So here's a bunch of work equipment, which presumably the people writing all of these notes actually used. Because here's their scuba diving gear. Let's go ahead and harvest some light to see what we can do here. Now I'm pretty sure there's a way to upgrade Okay, here's some more lore. We'll read these other 2 pieces of lore here, too. Suddenly, everything made sense. That's why I felt they abandoned me. They felt guilty about keeping the secret of their investigating while investigation while asking how I was doing because they knew how I would react. Less and less willing to talk to me, I was realizing that every story has multiple sides to it and not everything is a conspiracy against me. If we are honest from the beginning, we can avoid drama. So, this is talking about a certain person that was on this expedition that didn't... It's kind of hinted that they didn't know what exactly they were researching. Like, you have a bunch of members of the group that were like, okay, this could be some kind of place that people go and suffer like hell. And one person didn't know about it when they started working with him. Let's see. It's true. You're right. As I said to everyone's surprise, if I'd participated in the process, I would have become a hysterical burden. I get it. And even more so after the death of Dennis, the person who died here. In spite of everything, you have to understand my disappointment. In a way, it would have been comforting to know about all this before knowing Dennis died because of something and not because of a lottery. Honestly, it was very hard to make the decision of whether I tell you or not. At the beginning, we thought it was better to leave you out of the loop because everything that happened to you already is more than enough. But now I'm sure we should have done the opposite. And I mean, that's a really good way to live too. You need to be honest with people because if you're not and they find out later, it can come back to bite you and cause problems. I felt as though I'd been kicked in the stomach. I was tempted to leave again, but I knew I would never find peace if I didn't know more. In the background, I heard them chastising Mikkel and Oreo for pacing in circles, visibly nervous. Everything was blurring because of the intensity of the moment. Maybe they were right. Maybe I do always take things personally. Maybe I do see the world in black and white. But this was the moment to prove to them they were wrong. It was the moment to prove to myself who the true Marina is. So it's hinted that Marina, I think that's what that name is. If there's a way to zoom, I could zoom in on that. Yeah, who the true Marina is. So that's who is writing a bunch of these. Let's go ahead and no. I don't remember how you upgrade your hand. Because I think there's a way you can do it. But we're going to have to choose a path. We can choose to go underground over here. I don't think there's another path this way. The stairway to heaven to the game's ending is over there. Which, by the way, when you play this game and you get to the ending, it's pretty good. I really enjoyed the ending. It's kind of like one of those shocking endings where you get all of this lore and everything suddenly starts coming together and making sense. Alright, I think we're going to have to go down here, so whatever. I think there's also a very timely puzzle down here. Aha! I think that right there is how we upgrade ourselves to store more than one finger of light at once. Okay, we're going to have to be real careful here. Ferris Dude, hello. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. If you went and got the new Xbox today, I hope that... Oh, I need 2 fingers to do that. Right? Yeah, I can't get in there yet. Okay. But anyways, yeah, if you went to the Xbox launch, I hope you had fun. I was at my Best Buy store this morning at 6 a.m. working the launch. It wasn't too bad at all. Okay, so... Where'd he go? Wasn't he right over there? There he is. Alright, I need to distract him so I can get past where he's at. Okay. Alright, come on, buddy. Let's go find him. Let's get out of here. Ferris, we are playing Infernium. I'll go into photo mode real quick and show you. This is a horror game that I played a couple years ago and reviewed a couple years ago. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no! Okay. And I died. Whoops! We'll get back to that area. We don't have permadeath, so it doesn't matter how many times we die. We just have to reclaim the light that we lost. So this is Infernium. It's lives. I cannot collect this light, unfortunately. So all I can really do here is interact with this. Wesley, no, I did not get an Xbox in the store. So basically here's the situation that that retail stores have been given in this situation. For the Xbox Series and the PS5, the only units that are actually in stores right now are sold pre-orders. We got in a bunch of Xboxes that were sold as pre-orders prior. So right now, the consoles are not going to be sold in stores, at least at launch. We don't really know how long it's going to be before people can actually buy the consoles outright. You know, like you walk into a store and say, "Hey, do you have the Xbox Series X in stock?" and buy it. Wait a minute. Is this the same area? This looks different. But yeah, that's basically the situation. All of the Xboxes that came to my store were ones that had been already bought and pre-ordered. I know Sony, was that a few days ago? It was either a few days ago, maybe a week ago, and they said, "Hey, all launch day sales are going to be online." Oh, okay, we're going to go this way now. But they said that all launch sales were going to be online only. Uh-oh. Go away. Whoa! He got a little smart on me. Okay. Alright. Gotta figure out... I gotta remember what the right path is. There's a break somewhere in the path. Right here. Oh, no. I can't get over there. Okay. It's right. Is it right here? Yes. I can fall down right here. He will not follow me down here. Wesley, yeah. Basically, I work for Best Buy, and I worked the launch today. So, you know, I was up there at 6 in the morning giving out the pre-orders to customers that were coming and picking them up. Oh, okay. And this is... which way are they going to come from? Okay, they're coming from this way. Alright. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. They cannot come and get me now. But yeah, my bad if you misheard me. That's basically what's going on here. Okay. You over there? You stay right there. You stay right. You're not gonna stay right. Oh, hey, cool. I'm just gonna waltz myself over here. Oh, here's a shortcut. Here's that shortcut that we had earlier. Yeah, let's open that up. I'll expend a finger of light to open that shortcut up. Oof. I'm not 100% sure if I can make that jump. farther. Made it. But yeah, anybody who's joined the stream, we're playing through Infernium. It is kind of like an exploration, puzzle, stealth, first-person horror game. Can I make it back? Yes. So all that was over there was light. So let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, let's get all this light out of here. And here's more. Here are more maps to kind of help us along as we explore this area. Alright, I got a full finger of light. Still trying to remember how exactly we have to go about upgrading. Sorry about that. My character was stuck for a moment. I thought I did something wrong. Oh, I remember this area. I went into this area pretty late in my original playthrough. I remember because I used this aesthetic right here as the screenshot, the thumbnail for the review, because I thought it looked really cool. And I remember the first time I went to this area, I was like, oh great, a big open area. There's probably going to be enemies literally everywhere. There really wasn't. Unless they added them later. But yeah, as some of the people have seen, I really like Infernium. It's a small little indie game. It's pretty difficult, especially if you don't put any of the accessibility things on. But I just really enjoyed it, especially with how it presented its story. So like, here's like a little preview map of the area we're about to go into. I think I remember what this area was like. Let's go up here. Also, just because I turned off permadeath... Oh yeah, it's loading the next area. Just because I turned off permadeath here doesn't mean I can't get locked out of getting the ending. So basically, you have to store a certain amount of light to open up doors and open up those locked areas at the end of the game. And you lose all light you have when you die. So technically, if I die too many times, I can make it so that I literally cannot finish the game if I don't have enough stuff. Hold on. We good? Oh yeah, this is gonna close on me as soon as I walk in. But it's really the only path I can take here. Alright, I'm pretty sure... Oh yeah, I remember this place. And I cannot unlock that. Which means I am stuck here. Oh yeah, I remember this place. It had some of the really cool lore stuff. Alright, so... Here we go. There were 5 friends, and, list this, and me, Marina. So, it's hinted that Marina is the character who writes all of the lore that we find throughout the game. We were on vacation in Valle de Tella. Now, I don't remember if I looked up to see if that is actually a real place. In the... Yeah, the Aragon Pyrenees is a mountain range in Europe. So this is actually based off of an actual place in the world. I mean, the plane of Infernium is not, but yeah, they were in this mountain range. We were in a house in the middle of nowhere for a few weeks. The reason was simple. 2 people were scuba divers, and someone told him that a cave existed filled with water which has never been explored. So that's why they actually started exploring the areas. Oh boy. See, this is a tough place, because look at this place. This place is filled with lore, but that guy's up there blocking the area over there, so we can't really read all of it. This is basically about them, This area, all four of these lore things are basically about them preparing for this trip to this cave. It talks about their relationships. A couple of them do some things in the hotel that couples do in hotels, but it doesn't really add a whole bunch of lore. It's basically just a prologue, a set of prologue information. All right, here's another. Is this? No, it's not. It's not one of our checkpoints. This. Actually, no, this is a puzzle. We have to light these things in the proper order. Nope, wrong order. Let's see if there's more around here. So let's start with this one. Go to this one over here. And then go to this one. Nope. Is there another one over here somewhere? I don't see one. Let's start with this one then. That didn't work either. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So this is I, so I for 1. 6. That's 6 over here. That says 3. That says 1. That says 2. So we'll have to figure out this puzzle here in a second. But this area right here is a nice little change of pace, because a lot of the game is like strategically working around enemies, and this area here is just like, okay, we've got this little 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're changing this. So we've got 2 on the wall, 3 on the wall, and we use this to change the number. So let's try making this 3 and the other 2. So that's 3. Let's make this 2. How about now? We got it. And now we can go through that one doorway and probably be greeted by a bunch of enemies. Or more lore. This is basically her just... Okay, good. Yeah, this is more backstory. Just like, this person thinks this way, this person thinks this way. Not super important to the actual lore of where you're at. Whoa! Okay, that was... I forgot that door was there, where they had an enemy literally right next to the door. So as soon as you open the door... Oh, hello. Please go away. Can I teleport over there? Aha! What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now, buddy? Oh, my bad. My DualSense 5 was hogging the charging cable. My computer's about to die, so let's get that plugged in. Back a little bit. So he's just stuck there now. Sadly, when I move over here, he's probably going to start chasing me again. Okay. He's far enough away that I'm good. I think there's a bunch more in here, too. Let's hurry up and get in here. Yeah. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. There's an enemy right there. I'm going to try to lead him out of the room. Out here. I'm going to jump over there and see if I can't just get him stuck out here. You, come here. Well, that didn't work. Maybe if I open the door again. Oof. I just made it harder on myself. Yep. But I'll take the L. I'll take the loss. This is one of the more difficult aspects, because if you kind of try something like that, you kind of screw yourself over. Actually, I didn't read the tutorials for this stuff. See Black Fountain. Go to the center of the Black Fountain, interact with it to go back to your last activated checkpoint. And I remember when I died so many times. Permadeath. This door will open once you enter the permadeath state, and the Black Fountain will dry. If you wish you'll have to gain some lives back in the Icelands or find a way to escape this place. Look for a staircase hidden right to this door to go to the Icelands. Can we actually go there? Oh, okay. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. You can earn lives back in the Icelands. Now, we don't need to worry about this because we don't have permadeath. But it's still an interesting place if we want to go and explore. As you can see, there's light here that we can collect before we go back. Icelands. There's not much to do there. It is recommended only when you are in the permadeath state and need to gain the last life back. The harvesting lights in the Icelands will regrow when revisited. You can always go back there. So, that could be a way to kind of like outdo the whole you can only gather a certain amount of light in the game thing. No problem, Wesley. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you around. So let's see what we can do here. Is this a stairway? Yeah. I mean, I know I don't have to go to the Icelands. I just enjoy the aesthetic of the game. What the? Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Just got a little freaked out there for a second. I forgot that jump scare was there. Completely forgot it was there. Alright, to the Icelands. And I know you guys aren't like super into this stream, so we're not going to go for too much longer. I'll probably go until maybe 1:45 or 2 o'clock. I just couldn't find too much new to play, and I really just wanted to revisit Infernium. This is where we just were, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And then again, I'm trying to think. Was the Icelands an actual place we could visit, or let's try access going at it from this direction. Then again, we might not actually be able to get into the Icelands until we go into permadeath, which is going to be never, because we disabled it. Welcome to the stream, Zio. So, we spent probably the first 35 or 40 minutes of the stream going through Outbreak the Nightmare Chronicles. And as some people heard earlier, it was alright. It's inspired from the original Resident Evil games. Wasn't too quality of lifey. There was a lot of extra steps in certain situations. And I'm going to go back to it later, but it seemed okay. Like, not great, just kind of, just a little okay. But like I said, I'm going to go back to it a little bit later. And we've just been diving through Infernium, because I reviewed that a couple years ago. And honestly, I just wanted to revisit it. I figured, okay, well, since Outbreak just came out, I'll do Outbreak for a little bit, and then we'll just explore around Infernium. Because this is a small indie game, first-person horror game with a lot of stealth and puzzle stuff thrown in. And, like, I just really, really enjoyed it. So I figured, hey, why not? So let's go back out of this limbo area. Because this area I was just at is where you go when you die. So I'm going to go back to my previous checkpoint and see what we've got here. Let's see how far back it took me. It might have taken me all the way back to the game's central hub. It took me all the way back to the central hub. We're going to go someplace else this time. I think there's a pretty good reason for why I went to that last area. Wait. Okay, let's get going. Let's keep moving. Uh-oh. Can you make it? Can you make it? Oh, can't make it. So yeah, it's that kind of horror game. It's a stealthy horror game where if any of the enemies catch you, you die. So you kind of have to learn where enemies are and kind of direct them around. Anything behind me? No, just a bunch of these light things. And this is the limbo area. This is how we got there originally, by dying. Well, Zio, this game came out on the Switch early 2018, I want to say. Because I reviewed it in April 2018, which was just a little bit after the release happened. And it was on PC before that. Because PC had all of the accessibility settings before Switch did. By accessibility, I mean like cheats, where you could like turn enemies off, make enemies slower, turn off permadeath, that sort of thing. But I liked it because it's got a really neat aesthetic to it, and it's got lore all over it, like lore written like this. So like as you go through the game, you find all these notes that are scribbled on the walls, and you slowly gain the story. Alright, let's see, last time I went down there and found my way to the fortress. Can't teleport back up there, can I? No, I'll need a higher vantage point if I want to do that. No, I won't be able to do that, so let's just go back to that. Let's just go this direction again. We'll drop down here. Should be an enemy we can distract somewhere around here. Where's he at? There he is. There we go. And we opened up this shortcut earlier so we could just pop over here. Oh yeah, absolutely, Zio. It's just a game that I really liked. I mean, I don't know how it's done overall, but I just really enjoyed it. I love lore behind horror games, and this is kind of one of those. Oh wait! This is the way to the fortress. Let's see if there's a path to someplace else over here. No, that's a dead end. All right. We'll go back to the fortress, I guess. Yeah, because this aesthetic right here I really like the fortress on the outside. Because I remember I took a screenshot of this when the game first came out, and this was the thumbnail for the review. Because I'm like, oh, this looks really cool. But I love horror games that have a bunch of interesting lore. So let's go back into the fortress for a little bit. And actually, let's hold off for just 1 second. I want to double check something real quick. Because since it is after 12 o'clock today, the new releases for today should have happened. I don't think anything major came out, but I normally just try to check this on... Oh yeah, Ghost Runner was not up earlier. It has no screenshots. How odd. I actually want to look at coming soon, because this is normally what I do each day. I'll go after the update happens sometime, whether it's after work or right after it happens. I'll go through here and I'm like, okay, let's look at the coming soon stuff, and we'll see what stuff what stuff is new here that I want to send emails about to like publishers. Don't really see anything new here today. And Zio, as I told earlier, what's this? This looks new. Who published this? CFK. Oh, CFK! They published the Nekopara games. I'll look into this later. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I was trying to look at new stuff that I might want to email for... Because I know the two of the bigger titles that are coming to the Switch in the future are going to be Friday. In 3 days, we're going to get Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory and a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which I have pre-ordered both of them. But I normally just check it to see, okay, let's send some emails for this. If I hear back from them, cool. If I don't, you know, whatever. But let's get back into the fortress. Alright. Yeah, the fortress is this. Once you go in, you're stuck there for a while, because this door closes when I want to leave. Or as I enter. So now I'm stuck here. So let's come back up here. Get back to where we were, hopefully without incident, because I haven't activated a checkpoint here, and if I die, I'm gonna have to go all the way back again. Because these look similar to the checkpoints, but they're not. They were part of a puzzle. So let's get back up here. Hold on. Oh, and the enemies reset. Yeah, because there was an enemy stuck right here earlier that I had actually led over here. That, you know, I'm probably going to be an idiot and let right back out as I open this door. Maybe? No? Okay, good. Oh, I can actually open this. No, I can't. I don't have enough light. Got to collect more light into my fingers before I can open up that. And oof. This room is difficult because there's an enemy directly to the left, so he's going to be following me throughout this entire room. Yep, he's going to be following me throughout the entire room while I try to figure out this puzzle. Okay, move. Move. Okay. And he cannot jump off of stuff. Is he stuck? No, he's not. Okay, I'm going to come over here now. This room is basically, I have to keep track of him and keep track of solving the puzzle at the same time. don't really see any indicators here anywhere. Because basically these big ash things, fire cairns or whatever you want to call them, they have different numbers, and I gotta get each one to the right number value to solve the puzzle. Okay, I need you over here before I explore that area of the room. So my red-robed buddy needs to come over here so I can jump over there. Because I think back in this hallway is where the number is. Okay, number 1. So this needs to be set to the number 1. Okay, now I'm going to move. So I'm going to have him follow me for a minute before I continue this. That didn't work out the way I was hoping for. And this is the number 3. Please come to the left. Thank you. Alright, let's jump over here. This needs to be number 1. The other one needs to be number 3. This is already 9, so this is going to be easy. Alright, come on up here, buddy. Where's the other urn thing? I need to set it to number 3, but I don't know where it is. Okay, good. Keep moving. Gotta keep moving, gotta keep moving. Okay, wait for him to follow me up here. Now we're going to dash out of here. Come back up here and continue. Okay, that should be all I need to do here. So I'm going to wait for my buddy to come over here. Then I'm going to see if I can activate the big urn to finish the puzzle. Okay, I think that worked. So what door did it open? Aha! Here we go. Now we're gonna keep going. And we're gonna take this elevator so he will not be able to follow us anymore. Alright. So since we've been streaming for a while, I'll also talk about some stuff that's coming up on the channel. So last week's stream I said I was going to try to get Jurassic World Evolution done by Monday. Yesterday. Didn't do that. It's actually on early access right now, but it's going to be... that review is going to be up on Friday. So it is done now. It's just not up on the channel yet. And I am planning on doing a review of that 8-bit do Bluetooth adapter, because I have been using both my PS4 and PS5 controllers on it, on my Switch, all week. And I do have some thoughts about that. I've kind of like looked into different kind of situations with it, just to kind of see like, okay, well, does it do this? Can I link up more than one controller at once? That sort of thing. But that's coming up, and next week... Oh, let's not go up there yet. And next week, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm thinking next week's stream might be... probably Need for Speed. It's either going to be Need for Speed and Kingdom Hearts, or possibly Need for Speed and a little bit of Halo 4, because the PC version of Master Chief Collection is getting Halo 4 next week. And I did not... You know, since it wasn't available in it at the time, I wasn't able to actually test it to see how well it ran on the Win Max. But it'll depend on how things go, so we'll see what happens there. Is this for an elevator? I feel like this is for an elevator. No, that's not an elevator. That's the sound of a door. For here, maybe? No. Yeah, this is an area I remember. It opened that door where he is. So I have to give him the runaround. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. This is not. Oh, absolutely, Zio. Need for Speed should absolutely be good. If it's anything like that Burnout port, it's probably going to run beautifully. Alright, I need this buddy to follow me. Excuse me, sir. I need you to follow me. Oh, yeah, he moves quite a bit faster than the red guy does. And this is on slower enemies. He runs really fast. So we're going to give him the run around, go back up to that area, and then go through the door. But yeah, Need for Speed should be great. I'm really excited about Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory because I love the I love that series music. But I'm definitely more interested in showing Hot Pursuit. So I don't know if Square Enix does this, but I know some music is actually like muted midstream, so I don't want to risk that happening on the stream with us. Oh, look, a trail of blood. Yeah, let's use this elevator before we die. And there's another red guy over there. Yay. And I still haven't found a checkpoint in this area. Here, buddy. I'll give you the runaround. Just need you to come this way. Buddy. Did he give up? He gave up. Come on, man. Is he stuck on something? I'll take it. Not that... Oh. I distracted him so I can get a bunch of light that I cannot carry because my capacity is already at its max. That's unfortunate. Oh, here's a new area. Let's go up here. The last good Need for Speed came from. Zio, I didn't actually play the... Actually, I think I did. I do not remember much from Hot Pursuit 2010. The cave's only 20 meters long. Okay, never mind. That's not the real juicy lore. But yeah, I don't remember too much about Hot Pursuit. I do remember really liking the Most Wanted reboot. But no, I'm sure I'll remember stuff as I. This is the message, more or less. Death. Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm sure I'll remember more as I get into it and play it more. Another puzzle room. Okay, let me look around. Obviously, none of the clues are going to be over here. The difficult thing about this room, 8. That needs to be 8. Hold on. Yeah, there are 4 things we need to modify here. This one needs to be set to 8, so let's start with that. Wait, what? Oh, right. The urns that change these aren't next to them like from before. That should be set to 1 now, I think. Let's find out. Yep, it is. Okay. That needs to be set to 8, so we're gonna have to do a little bit more with that. Lead him around here again. Make sure this is set to 6. Oh yeah, the original Hot Pursuit from way back in the day. Absolutely. Okay. So it should be 7, 8. Now I'm gonna need to go around again to make sure I know what this next one needs to say. 2. Alright, this one needs to be set to the number 2. It is set to 1 right now. So that's... okay, that'll be easy. So we'll just run over here again. Okay, where's the urn to end the puzzle? I think it was down here, maybe? Here it is. Puzzle has been completed. Is there a door open here? This door's open? Ah, here we go. Up into this area. And we got a nice, conveniently placed elevator to get me away from that guy. That door we can't go into yet. So let's take this elevator. Even NFS ever small and super drifty. Yeah, that's... you're not wrong. Like, let me think. The last 2 games I played were Need for Speed 2012. I think it was 2012. Actually, no, I think it was 2014. The game that was just called Need for Speed that came out on PS4. The first one that Ghost made. With the live-action cutscenes for its story. And then I played Heat. Which, I mean, I enjoyed Heat. It had a good story. It had pretty decent driving. Though, I didn't like how... I felt like the cop AI in Heat was a little too extreme. Like there were a lot of times where I'm like, okay, I can handle this. This is fine. And there were other times where I thought, okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. Let's open up this shortcut path. Can't go up there. Let's gather this light to get more back that I just lost by opening that door. So, and sorry, I kind of moved away from my mic there for a minute. Is there another path I can take? Okay, I came from over there. So let's go in here, maybe? Yeah, some of the areas of this place is just like I've been in this area before. I'm like, this looks familiar. Is it familiar? Yes, it is. Now I can go to the other side and go through that door. But after, so on the topic of Need for Speed, after Hot Pursuit Remastered comes out, I'll be interested in seeing what the next mainline game is. Since Ghost is no longer the main developer of the series, I'm pretty sure Criterion is going to do the series moving forward instead of Ghost. I don't exactly remember the reasoning behind that, but it'll be interesting to see because, I mean, the Criterion racing games I've really enjoyed. Burnout Paradise was a lot of fun. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 was a lot of fun, and Hot Pursuit 2010 I'm pretty sure was also one of Criterion's Need for Speed games. But I will be glad to finally have a racing game, you know, with cop aspects to it. Because, like, Burnout was a ton of fun, but, you know, Burnout didn't have that whole Need for Speed, you can get caught by the cops as you're driving around the open world. Hello. You know, as you're driving around the open world thing going on. Alright, I've got Mr. Speedster following me over here. So let's walk around this way and hope that this isn't the... Hope that isn't the dead end that it absolutely was. But yeah, this is a difficult game. It's fun, but it's difficult. How are we doing all the time? Okay, alright. It's almost 2 o'clock, so to be perfectly honest, we've been playing Infernium for the past hour and a half. So then I'm going to go ahead and call it here, keep our streams around the 2-hour mark. I know we didn't really get a lot of people in the stream compared to normal. That might have been what we were playing or something else. Might be because it's Tuesday. But I'll see you guys next week for another stream. I haven't gotten my schedule for the next week, I don't think. So I don't know what day that I'll be able to do it. Because I'm going to try to do it on Wednesday, but nope, schedule's not out yet. But we'll see what happens with the schedule. I do thank all of the people who did end up on the stream. Jurassic World Evolution's review should be up on Friday, followed by probably the 8-Bit Do Adapters review on Monday. And then next Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, I'll have another stream. And like I said earlier, that's probably either going to be Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and Kingdom Hearts, or Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and possibly Halo 4 on the Win Max. But regardless, thanks for joining the stream, and I'll see you guys around.